Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy and this is Happiness Created. Today I have a summer mega video for you. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. So for this first one, I have this Easter sign and I took the hanger off and I'm just filling in the holes, and then I'm taking a piece of that packing paper or craft paper from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to cover up that part of the sign, which will become the back. Then I'm taking some elephant chalk paint and I just gave it one coat and then I'm setting it aside to dry. Now I'm taking these flip-flops and I'm going to cut the plastic part off. I don't know what it's called. But I'm cutting them off anyway. And then I am going to take some of this clothesline rope that I got from Walmart, not the Dollar Tree. And I am going to remake those plastic toe holder piece things. I don't know what they're called. But anyways, I'm going to make them over with this rope and this candle that I got from Dollar Tree. And I'm just measuring it out because the rope is going to be what holds these candles in. Now, obviously, you can't burn this candle, but it's adorable when it's done. I did this like the first summer that I was on YouTube, so it's fun to do these mega videos and see how much you've grown as a creator. So anyways, I am just trying to figure out where I need to put the rope, and then I am taking some of the super glue from Dollar Tree and I am gluing the candles into place. Then I'm going to take some more super glue, and I believe I used some hot glue if I'm not mistaken, to attach the flip-flops to the sign itself. And then I used to do a lot of scrapbooking, so I had tons of stickers. So I'm just taking a few stickers and I am going to decide which ones I want to use and attach them to the sign. And once I have all of the stickers in place that I want, I did put a hanger in the back, as you can see. And that's it for this one. I think it's super adorable. Let me know what you think. Now I have one of these houses and I just painted it with the white Waverly chalk paint. And then I am just going to put this decal that I cut out using my Cricut right on top of the house. Now, yes, I am using the stencil vinyl. I'm not sure why I did that. I don't know if I didn't have any transfer tape or what the deal was, but I do know that, yeah, that's what I was using. Anyway, so I'm taking some more of that rope and I'm just going around the roof line. And then I am sticking some more stickers on, and that's it. How adorable. Let me know what you guys think. Now I have this Easter sign from the Dollar Tree and I have the Waverly chalk paint in the color Ocean, and I gave it 2 coats, and then I am adding this decal that I cut out using my Cricut as well. And then I did cut out these waves, and that's the vinyl. So I'm just going to add them to the sides of this picture. or decor piece, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it just gave it a little something extra, I guess. And then when I was done with that, I used more of my stickers and I did hot glue them so that they weren't going to fall off. And then I just did some dry brushing around the edges, and I do believe I ended up going over the entire piece. Yeah, I did. And I think it came out super adorable. Let me know what you guys think of this one. So for this next project, I have these two vases from the Dollar Tree. One is taller than the other. So what I'm doing is I am taking some more of that clothesline from Walmart and I am going to wrap it around. Now I start out using super glue because hot glue and glass they don't get along. So it wouldn't have held it. So I used the super glue. And then once I got one loop around, I'm able to take my hot glue and I just put the hot glue on the rope itself. And I hot glue the rope pieces together. I hope that makes sense. You'll see in just a second. Now I'm taking some of that nautical rope, the blue nautical rope from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to wrap that around. And again, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just hot gluing it to the clothesline instead of to the glass itself.
Look at us now, look how it turned out. Look what it came to be, look how we burned out. Look how I wasted your time, look how you wasted mine. You say you always be mine.
And then once that blue one is done, I am just going to go back around with some more of the clothesline. And I do this with both of these vases. And then I'm just taking my lighter to burn off all of the fuzzies on that nautical rope. Now I'm going to take a starfish and a sand dollar, and I believe I got both of them from Dollar Tree, but it's been a while, so I'm not positive. But anyways, I just hot glued one on each of the vases. Then I go ahead and take some of those clear, like crystal things. I don't know what they're called. Glass pieces. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's what they are. And then I got some of these battery operated candles from Amazon a long time ago. So I am just going to place one in each of the vases, and then I'm going to add more of those glass pieces around the candle just to kind of hold them in place. And that's it for these. I absolutely love how these came out. Let me know what you guys think. For this next one, I have this mason jar. It's from a Valentine's Day, I think. But anyways, so I'm taking all of the embellishments off and then I paint it with agave. And once that's done, I am going to do the same thing with the craft paper or shipping paper, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to use that to cover the back of the sign before I move forward with my project. I just take my finger sander to get the excess paper off, and then I am going to add my decal that I cut out using my Cricut. And yeah, I'm just adding that. I don't remember what I did next. Oh, okay. So I have that cording from Amazon that I love so, so much. So I'm just going to wrap that around the top of this mason jar. Looks like I did it 3 times. And I did add that metal piece back to the top of this mason jar sign. Now I am going to add another one of those starfish pieces from, I believe it was the Dollar Tree. I'm almost positive it was the Dollar Tree. And then I took a piece of this cording and I wove it in between the loops that I made around the top, as you can see here. And I just wanted it to kind of hang down. And then I hot glued a couple small shells. Now, a lot of these shells that I use in my summer projects are shells from either my local beach or beaches or from one of the islands from one of my cruises. So, and then I just glued them down because I didn't want them to flop around, but I wanted it to look like, you know, when some people put beads on their tassel-y things, whatever. So anyways, and then I am just going to sporadically add some more of the shells that I have all over this sign. And once I have the look I wanted, here it is. I think it's so stinking cute. I love this piece. Let me know what you guys think. So for this next one, I have another one of those Easter signs. And again, I am covering the back with some of that craft paper. And there was so much glitter on that welcome word. It was ridiculous. But anyways, I did manage to get it all off. And here I am covering it. Then I will take I'm taking my scissors right now. And then I use my finger sander as well to get off whatever is left. So now I have some agave I'm using along with the ocean and some white. And here I go. I am nothing close to an artist. So all I did was I took the colors that I poured out and I kind of mixed them up and just brushed them on, and I made what I think looks sort of like the ocean, maybe. I don't know. I guess I should have put some white in there, some more white, like just plain white. But anyway, I think it still came out really pretty. So I'm just doing the edges, and then I am going to, I think I just end up drying it. Yeah, I'm just going to dry it with my heat gun so that I can move on to the next part. So you can see I did add a little bit of white, so it sort of looks like waves. I don't know. I know what it's supposed to be, so that's why it sort of looks like that, but you guys might just see a bunch of different blues. I don't know. Anyway, so I have this decal. It just says beach with a heart, and I used my Cricut to cut that out. And I'm just going to add it right to the bottom of the sign. And then I just added a hanger to the back. And that's it for this one. I love this. It's so simple, but so adorable. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, for this next one, I have these 4 cutting boards I got from Hobby Lobby. They were on clearance, and one of those square or rectangular decor pieces from Dollar Tree. And then I have some paper that I got from, they're printables from Creative Fabrica. And so I printed out a few papers, a few different designs that I liked. Oh my goodness, I'm struggling, guys. Anyway, I printed out the designs that I wanted and I put them on the cutting board. These are double-sided, so I have cherries on one side and lemons on the other. So I started to put the lemon on and realized it wasn't showing up because of the color of the paper. So I did have to go in, you'll see in just a minute. Right now I'm trying to line everything up so that I know exactly where to put the water slide pieces. I'll be using the hippo water slide things. But see, now I can see that it's not going to show up. So I take some white paint and I just brush where the picture is going to be, like the decal itself is going to be. And it comes out super cute. So if you haven't used these water slide papers yet, you really should. They're amazing. You just put the piece in that you're going to use. You put it in water and then it just slides right off the back of it. It's the coolest thing, and I'm really doing a horrible job explaining this. So anyway, we're going to move on. I have this burlap stuff, like a tape that I got from Amazon, and I just wrapped that right around the handle of the cutting board, and I'm doing the same thing with that decor piece. And now I'm using some cork from that cork sheet, and I'm just going to line the bottom of the decor piece so that it doesn't scratch any table that I may put it on. And then I'm going to go ahead and wrap this like burlap piece around the bottom of the decor piece. And now I am going to use some wood glue and some hot glue, and I am going to glue these bad boys right onto that board. And that's it for these. I think it came out super adorable. Let me know what you guys think of this. I'm going to go find my tongue. Okay, let's hope I can do a little better. So I found this decor piece at the Dollar Tree, and I took the little frame part off and I painted it all black and then white. I did the black just to cover all of the design, and then the white so that I can glue this paper on and it'll pop a little better. So I add this picture. It's like an ocean picture, and I just glue it right to that piece. Now I have one of these floating candles. Oh my goodness. Floating shelves, and then these like barn door things from Target, the Target dollar spot. And I haven't seen them like in a very long time, so I don't even know if you can get them anymore. But anyway, I am hot gluing them to the side of that decor piece. There you go. Now I have some square dowels. I got them from Woodpecker's Crafts. Well, I got them from Amazon, but they're part of Woodpecker's Crafts. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to frame out that picture so it looks like you're looking out a window. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing here. I know, I get that, like, the barn doors should be facing the other way because you're looking out the window, but it's a decor piece. So, I mean, I understand, but this is how I wanted to do it. So anyways, I have that floating shelf, and I'm just going to hot glue this window right to the floating shelf. How stinking cute is this? And you can like hang it up on the wall and put anything you want on that shelf. Let me know what you guys think. So now I have some resin and some of the coasters that I'm going to be making. So I'm doing, the half, it's 1-to-1 ratio for this resin. And I'm just going to mix it all together. And then I have some mica powder, and I am going to use some of the mica powder to create a golden yellow color. And then I'm just going to fill these coasters with the resin, the molds with the resin. There we go. So it was a set of 3 molds. So the last one is just a plain coaster. So I just took one of these stickers and I added it to the center of the coaster. And it did kind of float around a little bit. I guess I was supposed to like let it harden a little bit before I added the top layer. But anyway, I was able to get it to stay where I wanted it. So I have this little torch thing, and it just gets all the bubbles out. So that's what I used to get the bubbles out. And now I'm taking some black paint. I go around the edges, and that's it for these. I love these so much. Let me know what you guys think. So now I have this shelf piece that I got from Dollar Tree and some of this paper. Well, this particular paper I got from Maxine Loves Crafts. She sent me a package, and this was in it. So I just glued it to the front of this shelf decor piece from the Dollar Tree. And then after that, I used my finger sander to scrape off the excess paper. And then I have these half pots. I glued one of those on and added some little pieces of a pick that I had from the Dollar Tree. And then I'm taking some little bees I got from Amazon and placing them all over the piece. And that's it for this one. I think it's stinking adorable. Let me know what you guys think. I wanted to let you guys know I am on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee link. All of the links will be in my description box down below. Stop on by and say hi. I would love to hear from you all. For this next one, I have one of those book stack things from the Dollar Tree. I was not impressed with these, by the way. But anyways, I did paint the entire thing with the white chalk paint. And then I took the ribbon from the Dollar Tree. One was just a plain yellow, one has bees on it, and one has a honeycomb. And I am just wrapping them all around this decor piece. And then I put a bow on the top and added a wooden like dipper thing. And that's it. I think it's so adorable. Let me know what you think. Now I have these hexagon shaped decor pieces, wall hangings from the Dollar Tree, and some paper that I printed out I found on Creative Fabrica. So I'm just going to add a piece of paper to each of these frames, and then I am going to attach all of the frames together. Before that happens, I guess, I am going to use my Chalk Couture and some of the little mini transfers that they have, and I am just going to be adding pieces onto the glass themselves. And then I am just trying to figure out how I'm going to put them together. And then I use some of that cement stuff from the Dollar Tree as well as some hot glue. And then I'm going to flip it over and take some popsicle sticks, and I'm going to reinforce it in the back with the popsicle sticks, or the craft sticks, I should say. Once it's all reinforced, I'm just going to flip it over, and then I have some of these stickers that I got from Hobby Lobby, and they're so beautiful. They have little like honeycomb pieces on them. So I'm just going to place them all around these frames, and that's it. I think it's so adorable, so simple, so quick and easy to make. Let me know what you guys think. So for this next one, I have this cutting board I got from Woodpecker's Crafts, and I'm going to be using crimson plaster and then this pink, I don't know what color it is. Then I use some moss and some celery, and I am trying to make this look like a watermelon. Anyhow, so I have this recipe. I actually found it online, and I am just going to place this right on front of the cutting board. It's for a popsicle. I thought it was super adorable. So now I'm taking the plaster, and I'm just going to go around the whole thing and do a fairly decent dry brushing on it. Then I am taking some more of this cording. I love this cording so much. And I'm just going to wrap it around the bottom of this cutting board as well as the handle. Then I'm just taking a Sharpie and I'm going all around the cutting board to make the seeds. And that's it. I think this is so adorable. Let me know what you guys think. Now I have one of these wall hangings from the Dollar Tree, and I took as much of the paper and the flowers off as I could. And then I got this paper from Creative Fabrica. If you guys haven't tried them yet, you really need to check them out. They're amazing. So I'm just hot gluing the paper on the back, and I put it back in. And now I have some little watermelons that I cut out and some little letters that spell out one in a melon. I thought it was so cute. So anyways, I'm hot gluing those into place, and then I cut out some pieces of paper watermelons and glued them on, and that's it for this one. Let me know what you guys think. Now I have one of these chargers from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use all of those same colors to try to make this look watermelon-ish as well. And then I did find this print on, you guessed it, Creative Fabrica, and I just used some Mod Podge and I adhered it to the charger, and then I dry brushed everything with the plaster. And now I have that lace ribbon stuff from the Dollar Tree and just a green simple ribbon. It doesn't have any wire or anything. And I'm just going to make a bow to put on the top of this charger. Once that's stuck down and I fluffed everything out, that's it for this one. Super cute. Let me know what you think. Now I have one of those flat anchors from the Dollar Tree, and then this yarn, I think it is, from Walmart. And I'm going to go and cover this entire anchor with this yarn. It took quite a while, but I got it done. And I think it looks pretty cool. So then I put the nautical rope that was already on it, I put it back on. And yeah, then I got this sailboat. It came in like a 6-pack or an 8-pack from Amazon. It will be in my storefront down below. And I'm just going to hot glue that right into place at the bottom of this anchor. And I just love how this one came out. How stinking cute is that? Let me know what you guys think. Okay, for this next one, I have this little treasure chest that was sent to me by Teresa from Teresa B DIY. I will have her channel linked down below. She's one of my YouTube BFFs. And anyway, so I'm taking all of the hardware off and I'm doing a dry brushing over the entire piece. I didn't want it to be like a full-on brushing because, I mean, it's in the ocean, so it's gonna look kind of yucky and dingy and flaky paint and all that good stuff. So anyway, then I take the agave and I am just going to go over and do some more dry brushing with that color as well. Now I have this bowl or basket of shells, and believe it or not, I got it at a drugstore or pharmacy. Anyway, so I'm taking out a couple of the shells that I thought would look best for this project. So once I add all of the hardware back, I have this netting. I believe I got it at AC Moore, like when they were open. They've since closed, which saddened me. Anyway, I am hot gluing just a small piece on the side of the treasure chest, and then I'm going to hot glue the shells right into place. And then I am taking, yes, see, I did get those starfish at Dollar Tree because that's the Dollar Tree tag. Anyway, I'm going to hot glue that right to the front of this little treasure chest. And that's it for this one. I love this so much. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Now I have these planks from the Dollar Tree and the fence from the Dollar Tree. I used my white Waverly chalk paint as well as the agave, and I am dry brushing over. Oh, what is that? I think that was pool. I don't remember the colors. It's been so long. I believe that was mineral chalk paint for the plank piece, and then agave for the anchor. And then I am using I used a marker for the letters, and I believe that sand is actually from one of the beaches that I went to on one of my cruises. But I hot glued everything together and I think it's so pretty. Let me know what you guys think. Now I have this dish from the Dollar Tree. It's just a plastic dish, and I am going to use that as well as some of this like coral stuff from the Dollar Tree. I painted it with the ocean chalk paint, as you'll see in just a moment. There it is. and then I let that dry. I added some sand to the bottom of the dish, and now I'm taking one of those, oh my goodness, what's it called? Sand dollars and starfish, and I hot glued one of those squares, the wooden squares, to the back of the sand dollar. And that piece down there is actual coral from Barbados, and so is that sand. Oh, I loved Barbados so much. And then these shells as well are all from Barbados. But I hot glued the coral, and yeah, that's it. I think this came out so sweet. I love it. And the fact that all of that came from Barbados is just a plus for me. Let me know what you guys think. Now, I got this sign from Hobby Lobby, and this is one of the baskets from the Dollar Tree. And there's my fishing net, and I also have some of that fake sea glass. So I do have a piece of driftwood here, and I sprayed it with some spray adhesive, and I'm using some dirt from one of our, not dirt, sand from one of our local beaches. So I just covered that driftwood with the sand, and then I sprayed it again to try to keep it on the driftwood. So I took the hanger off of this piece, and I do end up putting it back on because I decided I'm going to use it to weave through the basket, and that will hold this sign into place where it should be. So hot glued it on one side, and then I just kind of, yeah, you see right there, I just kind of threaded it through the basket, and now I'm hot gluing it on the other side. And then I am going to, what am I going to do? Boy, this was like one of my first videos ever. So it's kind of rough, but so, all right. I think I was just waiting for the glue to dry, and now I am just trying to figure out how I'm going to use this netting in the basket itself. I do end up tacking it down in just a few places. I apparently tacked down this as well. So the hanger is going to actually be what I use to hang the basket up itself. So now I'm still working on this net. I'm just going to be quiet and let you watch for a minute. Now, once I got the netting where I wanted it, I am going to place this piece of driftwood right in place, right where I wanted it. Oh my good grief. I don't know what is going on with me today, but words are hard today. I got to tell you, words are very hard. So here's another piece of driftwood, and I'm just kind of tacking that into place as well. And then I am going to add what am I going to add now? I think I'm going to, I place one of the sand dollars under the net, and I kind of hot glue it, as you could see there. And now I'm just going to add a couple of the sea glass pieces. I'm going to let you just watch because I'm stumbling. This is hard for me. So here you go. So now everything is in place. Everything is where I wanted it. I think this is my favorite piece of the video. I love it so much. Let me know what you guys think of this one. So this next one, I have these decor pieces from the Dollar Tree, and I pulled off as much paper as I could, and it wasn't coming off very well. So I just wet it and let it sit for a little bit. And then I have one of those little square shelves. It actually comes two in a package. So I just filled in the holes and put that aside to dry. And now I'm going to struggle with getting this paper off for a little bit. Then I use the white Waverly chalk paint and I paint the shelves. And while those are drying, I am taking 3 of these decor pieces and I'm going to hot glue them together. And one of them is higher or lower than the other 2, depending on how you're looking at the piece. But it's supposed to be higher. So the center one is going to be higher. So then I put agave on those decor pieces and I am dry brushing the agave on these decor pieces. Once those are dry, I'm going to take some of the white Waverly chalk paint and I do the same thing, a dry brushing on those as well. And then I have this white contact paper. I believe I got it at Walmart, and I just placed it on the back of these decor pieces to cover the ugly that was back there. Now I'm taking some hangers and I'm going to, yes, I'm using some pliers to nail it in because I couldn't find the hammer. So here I am, just, yep, I got it done. It got done. That's really all that matters, right? So then I have some little L brackets and I am going to place one on each of these little shelf pieces. And then I am going to add it to these decor pieces. I hope that makes sense. You'll see in just a sec. And then once I got that done, I just put some hot glue on the bottom, like around the bracket, just to kind of, for a little added security. Now I'm taking some of that rope from the, oh my goodness, Tammy, what is wrong with you? Some of the clothesline rope, and I am going to add it just from one side to the other. I don't go around to the back because it will, the shelf won't hang properly if I do that. So you can see here, I just kind of weave it back and forth on the top of these shelves. And I think I do 3, yeah. And then I hot glue a starfish to one and a sand dollar to the other. And that's it. I added some candles and I think it's so beautiful. Let me know what you guys think. So this next project is super easy. I took a bunch of, well, I took 2 of those fishbowl things from the Dollar Tree and I added some sand from one of the islands and then some shells from that same island, and I can't remember which island it is, so I apologize for that. But anyway, I'm just adding a bunch of the souvenirs that I took from one of the islands, and then added some more sand on the top with a battery operated candle, and then added just some more sand to hold it in place. And that's it. That's all there is to this. I stacked them on top of each other. That's it. So beautiful. I love it so much. Let me know what you guys think. So now I am taking these two decor pieces and some paint in the color, not nautical blue. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the color, but anyways, I love it. It's one of my favorites from Folk Art Home Decor, and it is nautical blue. There you go. So, and then I have these napkins that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to use my Mod Podge, and I am going to Mod Podge one napkin to each of these wall hangings. And that's all there is to it. I added some succulents and voila. Let me know what you guys think. So I have these are birdhouses, believe it or not, from Michael's. And I just painted them all with that same nautical blue and some white. And then I went over the house with this, I think that was just mineral chalk paint. And I didn't do like a full coat because I wanted it to look aged and kind of old, like it's been in the, the salt air for a long time. But anyways, I painted both of these pieces. And then I took one of these trays from Woodpecker's Crafts and I started doing the inside and then decided I was going to use the bottom part instead. So I painted that with a mixture I made up of different colors. And then I'm going to hot glue the two pieces, the house and the lighthouse, to the top. And then once I got that done, I'm just doing a little bit of dry brushing to, I don't know, just make everything look aged. Then I take a bunch of Mod Podge and go over the whole piece, and then I start dumping sand from, again, one of the beaches. And I cover the whole area with that. And then I'm just going to take a small piece of the netting and I end up hot gluing that all around and just kind of tacking it where I can, just to make it look like I want it to. Then I take a starfish and I hot glue that to the front and then a sand dollar over it. And then I'm taking more shells from, I believe those are from my local beaches, and that's it. Look how beautiful this came out. I think it's super adorable. Let me know what you guys think. Now I have one of these palette signs from Target in their craft section. They're probably still available. And then that image was from Creative Fabrica. And I used the nautical blue to paint this sign. Then I am going to take this paper and I'm drawing lines, but I'm going to cut the pieces. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's hard today. And then I'm just taking my Mod Podge and I am just going to adhere this picture right to this sign. I love this piece. I love how it came out. It's so beautiful. So I have one of those wooden anchors from the Dollar Tree and some more of that coral. And I am just going to hot glue the coral and the anchor right to the side of this sign, picture, whatever you want to call it. And I think it came out so pretty. And then I have some little tiny shells, and that's what I used there. And that's it. How gorgeous is this? Come on, guys. Let me know what you guys think. So I have this picture I got from one of my local thrift stores, and then these are the rub-on transfers from the Dollar Tree. But guys, you don't even have to use that little tool. Like, you just put it on there, and it just, you don't even have to use it. You just, look at that. You put it on and pull the backing or the carrier paper off. Look at that. How cool is that? I thought it was awesome. So super, super easy project here. You can do it with even a picture from the Dollar Tree. But anyways, that's it for this one. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Okay, this next one, this blank is from Michael's, and all of those napkins are from the Dollar Tree. So I am taking the napkins and I am going to like rip them apart. I just used some water because I wanted to tear it so it didn't look, I didn't want to put the whole napkin down. I wanted to kind of like piece it on, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I should have just put the whole napkin down, but I didn't. I didn't want to. I wanted it to look kind of layered and staggered and all that good stuff. But anyways, so I'm just going to take that and cover the blank. And then I take this Wish Upon a Starfish piece of the napkin. And again, I'm just I'm ripping around the edges so that it's not straight. And then I take some white Waverly chalk paint because I want it to show up without the shells from the other napkin, if that makes any sense at all, which it probably doesn't to me, so I can't imagine it does to you. But anyway, so I take some more of that coral and some of the, what's the color? What color did I use? Dusk, I think. And I am just painting that starfish, and then I'm going to put the coral on the sign and then the starfish right over the coral. And then I do take some of my local shells and I add those on top of the starfish. And then once I have all of that on the way that I want it, I have these ribbons I got from Hobby Lobby. I love these ribbons so much. They're beautiful. So I'm just going to measure out the sizes that I want or that I need. I made the striped one a little bit longer, and then I just do the awareness ribbon, scrunch it in the center. I have a little piece of twine. I wrap it around the center, and there's my bow. How cute. So I'm going to tie the twine in the back, and then I do dovetail the ends. And then if you've watched me for any length of time, you know I like to cover my twine. So I just took a piece of that striped ribbon and I wrapped it around the center. And then I'm going to place this bow right in the center of this sign. And once I fluff it, that's it for this project. I tack the tails, but you guys know I do that stuff. I don't have to keep telling you. But anyway, I love how this one came out. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I love it. So this is one of my favorites. So I took 4 of those picture frames from the Dollar Tree and then some of this paper, that's Stampara paper, and it's just beautiful. So I'm using all of these colors. I can't see the names of them all, so, but you just did. Anyway, I'm going to start painting this frame, and I do it with all 4 frames. I'm gonna let you watch because I can't explain it. So this is how all 4 of the frames will look. Now I have these letters and a marker, and I am just going over all of the letters, and it will read Seed to Shining Sea. Now I had that picture I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and I painted it with the mineral chalk paint. And while that's drying, I am adding the words to the frames. Once I got all the words in place, I took one of those anchors and I used the Nautical blue, or Nantucket blue, I'm sorry. And then I am hot gluing a starfish, a sand dollar, just a big shell from one of my local beaches, and the anchor into each of these frames. And I did not, I don't know if I said it or not, but I did not use the glass in those frames. And now I'm just taking all of the colors that I used to paint the frames and dry brushing this piece with all of those leftover colors. Then I am going to hot glue the 4 frames onto this big picture, and I stagger them. But I just love, love, love how this comes out. Once that's done, I have this ribbon, which also came from Hobby Lobby and matches the striped ribbon perfectly, and the starfish one. It's just a perfect match. I think it was meant to be that way. I think it's a set, but anyway. So I do the same thing. I do the awareness ribbon, scrunch it in the center, then take some twine and wrap it around, tie it in the back, and then I dovetail all of the ends, and with one of the leftover pieces of the ribbon, I am covering the twine with that piece. And there you go. Just as I said. Then I'm just going to add the bow right to the top. And I think, do I end up? No, I just tack them down. I thought maybe I shortened the tails a little bit. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. So I just tacked them down so that you could still see the pictures. But here it is. I absolutely love this. Let me know what you guys think. So for this next project, I have another one of those flat anchors and a wreath form from Dollar Tree. And I'm using that plain blue ribbon, and I'm going to cover this entire wreath form with that ribbon. Once that's done, I am taking this anchor and I am going to remove the nautical rope that's on it. And then I have this beautiful rope from Hobby Lobby, and I am just going to, I hot glue it to the back, and then I'm just kind of wrapping it kind of randomly around this anchor. Yeah, there was no rhyme or reason for it. I just wrapped it around kind of willy-nilly, crazy like. And then I'm going to hot glue it to the back of the wreath form. And then I just kind of tack it onto the wreath form itself to make sure it doesn't come off. And then I'm going to use that same rope to add to the top and be like the hanger, if you will. Or even if you won't. Anyway, yeah. And then I am going to take some more of that ribbon, the striped ribbon and the starfish, and I'm going to make a bow for this beautiful wreath. And the same thing. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but you know how I make these ribbons, so I don't really have to tell you again, right? I don't think I do. So I'm just going to hot glue it right to the top of the anchor. And of course I'm tacking the tails down, and then I'm going to fluff it all up. Then I'm just going to take some more shells and hot glue them to the wreath and to the bottom of the anchor. And I do use some of those teeny tiny shells that I got from Amazon. But I love this wreath. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, for this next one, I have one of those long Dollar Tree signs, and I'm trying to get as much of the paper off as I can, and I take the hanger off as well. Then what do? I paint it. That's what I do. I paint it with, I believe that is mineral chalk paint. And then I have these square planks from the Dollar Tree, and I'm pretty sure that's dusk, but not 100% positive. And then I dry brush it with that, the color of the long board, which I believe is mineral. Then, I don't know why I'm making you guys watch this part, but here we are. So I got this wheel from Hobby Lobby. It was $4.99. It's like a heavy metal. really, really cool. So, so I'm just kind of placing these things where I want them, and then I will hot glue them all into place. Now with the wheel, yeah, you can see right there, I also use the E6000 because it's heavy and I was afraid it was going to fall off if I just use hot glue. So yeah, now I'm just going to clamp it on until it dries. Then I cut out the letters H, M, E, and I am just adding the letters to these little square plank pieces from the Dollar Tree.
Turned out, look what it came to be. Look how we burned out. Look how I wasted your time. Look how you.
And that's it for this one. I think it's super adorable. I added some of the coral and some shells, and that's it. Let me know what you guys think. So for this next one, I have all these little cutouts from Woodpecker's Crafts, and that picture I got from Hobby Lobby on clearance. So I'm painting all of these different different shapes. They're all like fruits. So I am painting this watermelon piece, and yeah, you'll see all the different pieces. But anyway, I paint them all and get them ready to add to that picture.
Just me and you, just us against it all. I thought that we would grow old together. And even now I'd still answer your call. Look at us now, my love. How did we get here? This ain't no shallow cut, been bleeding for years. Look at us now, my love. Where do we go from here? This shit can't be undone, can't make it disappear. Look at us now, look how it turned out. Look what it came to be. Look how we burned out. Look how I wasted your time. Look how you wasted mine. I hoped you'd always be mine. I prayed it all be.
So then I used my Cricut to cut out Sweet Summertime, and I placed that on one of those rectangular shaped planks from the Dollar Tree. Now I'm just going to dry brush this whole thing and then add my Sweet Summertime sign along with the flower and the watermelon, the ice cream, and the lemon pieces. Then I'm taking some of the burlap ribbon from the Dollar Tree, the green, and I think I use a pink one as well. Do I? Yes, I do. And yeah, so I'm making my little ribbon or my little bow, and I am going to place that at the top of this sign. And once that bow is attached, that's it. I think this is so adorable. Let me know what you guys think. So I'm doing some more resin here. I have these little mason jar things. They kind of look like little beer mugs from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to take the covers off, and I had some straws. I cut those down, and then I have these what are they? They're like plastic oranges and lemons and strawberries. So I just cut notches in them with my little heat knife thing. And now I'm taking the resin. I mixed the two parts together, and now I have them in 3 separate cups because I'm making 3 separate colors. So I'm going to make pink, an orange, and a yellow. And then I'm just gonna dump them into the little cup thingies. And then I have these little, they look like little ice cubes. They came in the set with the strawberries from Amazon. They will be in my storefront. and I added some of those so it looks like there's ice cubes in there. It's the cutest darn thing. So, and then I'm hot gluing the coordinating piece of fruit. I'm hot gluing that to the edge of the cup. And look at how adorable they are. I love them so much. Let me know what you guys think. So for this next one, I have this shadow box that I got from Michael's. And that Stampara paper that I love so, so much. So once I decide what page I am going to use, I just cut out a piece big enough to stick to the back piece of the shadow box. And it's really that simple. So now I have this transfer from Chalk Couture and the Chalk Couture paste, and I am just using this transfer to add Life's a Beach. And I can't see what the bottom is, but I'm certain it's adorable. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I'm just using my paste for all of this as well. Oh, they're shells. Okay. Now, I am not a designer anymore for Chalk Couture, but if you are interested, I do know some designers. I can give you their information. So just let me know. So I put the glass in, and then I am going to add some real shells to the bottom of this picture along with some sea glass. And then I just add the paper that I chose and put the backing back on. And then I took some ribbon and made just a small bow to place on the top of this picture. And instead of using another piece of ribbon, I put a little shell on the center. And how stinking cute is this? Let me know what you guys think. Now I have this like chalkboard sign from the Dollar Tree, and I'm using one of my transfers to chalk onto the chalkboard piece. Sorry. You can probably hear my dogs playing in the background, so sorry about that as well. But this is real life. So anyway, I just, I love this little sign. But anyways, I took one of those little ribbons from the Dollar Tree and I made a small bow. And then I also wrapped that same ribbon around. I'm going ahead of myself here, but okay, so here's the bow. I'm getting ahead of myself. And I am going to hot glue that after I cover the twine, of course, to the top part. But then I do take that same ribbon and I wrap it around the bottom of the sign, as you'll see in just a second. I'm just going to let you watch. And that's it for this one. How stinking adorable is this? I love it. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, for this next one, I have this mirror I got at the Target dollar spot and that rope that I got from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to go around this mirror and I'm going to cover the entire piece with this rope. And what I do is I cut it at every beginning and end because I want it to be lined up a certain way. And if you do just one continuous wrap, you're not going to get there. So now I have this blue faux leather from the Dollar Tree, and I am hot gluing it where all of the seams are, and then I'm going to hot glue it right to the back of this mirror. And that's it for this one. I absolutely love it. I think it would be perfect for a nautical themed bathroom. So now I got this blank from, where did I get it? Michael's. So what I'm doing is going around the outside with the Waverly white chalk paint to create like a frame, and then I do the center. Then I take that Nantucket blue and I do like where the basket weave is. And I got these gorgeous transfers off of Amazon, and I just added the anchor right to the center of this sign, and then I'm just going to use the little scraper tool thingy that comes with it and scratch it all off onto this blank. And then I took I was going to take these two little pieces, but I didn't like the way it looked, so instead I took a bunch of those tiny shells and I hot glued them to the bottom of this sign. And then I took the ribbon from Hobby Lobby and made my bow to put on the top of this sign. And that's it for this one. I love this piece. I think it's so beautiful. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, for this next project, I have nautical rope from the Dollar Tree. I have the blue and natural, and then the natural. I have another one of those mirrors from Target Dollar Spot, and this round from Michael's. So I'm going to start off by going around this piece with the natural nautical rope. I hope that makes sense. You'll see it all will come together momentarily. So I painted the basket weave part with the mineral chalk paint. Now I'm taking the blue and natural rope and I'm going to go around this mirror a couple of times. And then I am going to go around, I'm going to loop the natural around and then go back to the blue and natural. I hope that makes sense. And then everywhere that I cut, I cover up with that blue faux leather from Dollar Tree. Then I'm just going to go around one time with this rope just to hide that center piece of this blank. Oh, I hope I'm making sense. I know I'm not, but that's it for this one. Now you can see what I did. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Okay, so now I have this sign from Hobby Lobby. I got it on clearance, and I have these hexagon shaped pieces that I got off of Amazon. So I line everything up, and then I'm going to take the extra pieces and I cut them down to size. Now I'm covering this entire inside of this sign with the rich black folk art paint. While that's drying, I am taking these hexagon shaped pieces. I counted them out and divided them by 3. And then I painted them with yellow, white, and black, as you can see here. And now I'm trying to line them up in some kind of order. And this is what I ended up with. Oh, lordy, lordy, I'm telling you. This took forever too. But I am trying to keep all of the colors together. You'll see once I'm done here. So I started hot gluing and then realized that I couldn't start at the center. I had to start at the end. So I pulled it up. You won't see all of that ugly in just a minute, but yeah. So I'm just going to let you guys watch this part. Now that that's all done, I have this wreath form from the Dollar Tree. It's a beehive, and I am just taking some E6000 and I am going to glue it together. And I just kind of use my clamps to hold it in place until that dries. Once that's dried, I have this little love word. It's just a sticker, and then I put this little bee. So it's like bee love, get it? Anyway, then I have a bunch of these tiny bees that I got off of Amazon. It was before I found the ones from Dollar Tree. And I am just hot gluing them all over the place because, I mean, there's tons of bees in the beehive, right? Then I take this bee ribbon from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to go around the end, not the end, the frame of this picture. And I kind of fold it over itself, as you can see right here, because I want it to be continuous, because I want the bees to all be going in the correct direction, if that makes sense. But anyway, I got that done, and then I'm going to take some of this twine and, well, I guess first I hot glue this bee. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm cutting, okay, so I'm cutting the ribbon. Oh my goodness. The struggle is real, people. The struggle is real. Now I'm taking one of the bigger bees and I'm just going to cover that spot right there, I think. Anyway, yeah, there I go. Whew, way ahead of myself on that one. So now I'm taking this twine and it's really thick. I bought it. It was an accidental purchase, but I kept it because I knew I would be able to use it. And here it is. I love how this came out. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Now I have this bee jar from Hobby Lobby. And I am going to just hot glue 3 different wicks. And there's the Dollar Tree candles. And I did add some other wax melts in it to give it a scent. And then I also had those 2 jars from the Dollar Tree. They were kind of an afterthought because I melted too many candles for just the jar that I got from Hobby Lobby. But anyways, there was a little bit of a hole, so I just took my heat gun, I heated it back up, and it filled in the hole nicely. So that's all there was for this one. I got this cork from their cork circles from BB Crafts. So I just placed one on the bottom of this jar so that it wouldn't scratch any piece of furniture that I put it on. But how stinking cute is this. I love the jar. As soon as I saw it in Hobby Lobby, I knew exactly what I was going to do with it. So I grabbed it. And then for these two pieces, I have some stickers, and I'm just going to wrap it around as much as I can. And then in the center where it doesn't meet, I just added a bee sticker. And that's it for these. I think these are stinking cute too. Let me know what you guys think of these candles. Now I have this charger from the Dollar Tree, and this, I don't know what it is, decor piece, wall hanging thing. Anyway, so I'm painting it using my black, and then I take some of that rub and buff, and I go over the charger with the rub and buff. It was the first time I ever used the rub and buff, but I really like how it came out. I don't know if I was supposed to use it this way, but I did. And then after I painted this, I used like the excess rub and buff and kind of just went over this piece. And then once that was done, I glued that like honeycomb piece to the charger. And then I took a piece of twine and I just hot glued it to the back of the charger. And then I got this ribbon from Amazon. I love it so, so much. But I made a bow to put on the top of this piece. So once I got it on and fluffed up, I just wanted to add a little something extra. So I took the twine and I made a bow, just a little shoestring bow, and I hot glued that right on top of the ribbon. And I think this came out so stinking cute. It's still hanging in my house right now. Let me know what you guys think. Now I have another one of those wall hangings and a wreath form, and I am going to take this wreath form. Once I figure this out, it was small, like really small, but I made it work. So I just stained it with some of the antique wax from Waverly and a baby wipe. Now I'm taking this check ribbon from Amazon. It came in that pack with that bee ribbon, and I just wrapped the entire wreath form with it. And then what did I do? Okay, so now I am hot gluing from the back. I'm hot glue, or am I in the front? Yeah, I'm in the front, but now I'm going in the back just to reinforce where I glued. And then I just take both of these ribbons, make a cute little bow for the top of this wreath. Then I have these gorgeous bees that I got off of Amazon. They have like little rhinestones in them or something. They're so pretty. I absolutely love them. So I just I use the E6000 and a little bit of hot glue because they are metal. And yeah, I just glued them all over the wreath form. And that's it for this one. I think it's so pretty. I did add some twine to the back for a hanger. And here it is. Look at how pretty. Look at those bees. Let me know what you guys think of this one. I truly hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know about you guys, but I am so ready for summer. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up for me. It really helps me out. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you'll consider sticking around and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. I thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend with me, and I will see you next time.